So the next topic we are going to discuss about types of rolled steel sections or structural steel sections. Okay, now that we have discussed that in the previous slide. Okay, now the T-bar angle, that is a hollow tube sections. Okay, now then T sections, plates. Okay, now I-beam channels, etc. These we have discussed. Okay, now like I-beam, channel section, angle sections, T sections, bars, tubes, plates, sheets, and strips. So by using sheets and strips, we can make these tubes also. Okay, now and flats. So, so rolled steel I section. Okay, so in structural handbook we can have their properties, everything. Okay, now so this is our flange section, this is our web portion, and this is our flange section. Based on that, it taking the load, rolled steel joist we are going to call, or else rolled steel beams we can call. Okay, now so ISJB, Indian Standard Junior Beams, ISLB, Indian Standard Light Beams, ISMB, Indian Standard Medium Beams, ISWB, Indian Standard Wide Flange Beams, and Indian Standard Heavy Beams, ISHB. So these are all the types of beam section we can have. Not only for beam, even for column we can use this. If I am beyond this cross section details, if I am going to have further sections, okay, now at the time I can go for built-up sections. Okay, so for example, they can given in like this: ISMB 500 at 0.82 kilonewton per meter. So this 500 mm is nothing but our depth of the section. Okay, so here the depth of the section is 500. Okay, and next they have written that 0.852 kilonewton meter. So for per meter length, it can take the load of the self weight of 0.852 kilonewton per meter length. It can have the self weight. So this is, so based on the weight, the classification of beams has been decided. Okay, now HB, WB, MB, LB, and JB. Okay. So these are all some examples. IS 600 at 1.43 kilonewton meter, ISWB 600 at 1.312 kilonewton per meter, like that. Okay. So next to channel sections. So it is a type of channel available in the shape of C. Okay, now. So these also have flange, web, and flange portion. Okay. So based on the element used, it can be classified as ISJC, ISLC, ISMC, and the ISSC. Okay, now. So Indian Standard Junior Channel, Indian Standard Light Channel, Indian Standard Medium Channel, Indian Standard Special Channel. Okay, now, so these are all the classifications. So while joining two channel section, I can create the I section. Okay. Next to rolled steel angle section. So here it can be classified into Indian Standard Equal Angle, Indian Standard Unequal Angle, then Indian Standard Bulb Angle. So Indian Standard Equal Angle means, so this portion, okay, now will be equal in the both sides. Okay, now equal angle. Unequal angle means, so the sides may have different length. Okay. So it can have different length. So like this. Okay, unequal angle. Bulb angle means at one place we can have the bulge. Okay, now, so these are all the some classification of rolled steel angle sections. So here they have given that ISA 60 by 60 by 6. Okay, now, so this is nothing but 60 by 60 by 6. So think like the section. So it is the angle section. So this length is 60 mm and this length is 60 mm. Okay, now under the thickness will be 6 mm throughout the length. So this thickness is 6 mm. So like this we can have the sectional details. Okay. And unequal angle, here it is 100 by 70 by 75 by 6. So this is nothing but the depth. Okay, now, so here I can draw. So the unequal angle of, it will be like this. Okay, now so the depth will be 75 mm, sorry, 100 mm, and the width will be 75 mm, and the thickness will be uniform throughout the entire places. So that 6 mm. So this is the way we can have our sections. Next, rolled steel T sections. So it can be classified into IS NT, that is Indian Standard Normal T, ISHT, Indian Standard Heavy Flange T, ISSLT, Indian Standard Special Legged T, then ISLT, Indian Standard Light T, and ISJT, Indian Standard Junior T. Then rolled steel bar. So Indian standard rounded bar, Indian standard square bar. So these are all the common sections we are going to have. Okay. Next to tubes. So tubes may be either square or rectangular or circular. Okay, now. So based on that. Next is steel plates. So steel plates in the sense mainly the thickness. Based on the thickness, we are going to call it as gauge. Okay, now. So based on that, we can have the size. Okay, now. So length, breadth, and thickness. Okay, so we can have like this: length, breadth, thickness. Okay, steel plates. Then rolled steel sheets and stripes. So this is the sheets. Okay, now width and thickness. So sheets have width and thickness, so the length will be maximum we can get. So these are all the some sketches and some properties related to our things. Okay, now. So up to this, we can stop our today's class. Okay, now. So the next class we will discuss about the design requirements and limit state design. Okay, now. So if you have any doubt in this, you can